All, welcome to the world of GK for learning general knowledge. Today, let's continue with the topic Delhi Sultanate. This is second part. If you have not watched first part, watch that also. Subscribe my channel, enable bell icon to get all notifications. Let's start. We have already seen Slave dynasty and Khilji dynasty. Today we are going to start with Tughlaq dynasty. So, Tughlaq dynasty from 1320 to 1414. The reign of Tughlaq dynasty is from 1320 to 1414. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty and his time period was approximately 5 years, 1320 to 1325. Who was the governor of Punjab during reign of Alauddin Khilji. So, Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the governor of Punjab during the reign of Alauddin Khilji. Ascended the throne in 1320 AD and founded Tughlaq dynasty. So, the founder of Tughlaq dynasty is Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. Next is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. He was the son of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. So, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, his time period is 1325 to 1351. Succeeded his father and extended the kingdom beyond India into Central Asia. So, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, his time period was from 1325 to 1351. That is approximately 26 years. He succeeded his father Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq and extended the kingdom beyond India into Central Asia. Mongols invaded India during Tughlaq time and were defeated this time too. So, Mongols invaded India during Tughlaq rule. Muhammad bin Tughlaq shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri. So, Muhammad bin Tughlaq shifted his capital from Delhi to Devagiri in Deccan. Next is Firoz Tughlaq and his time period is from 1351 to 1388. Devoted much of his energy to the betterment of the people. So, successor of Muhammad bin Tughlaq is Firoz Tughlaq and his time period was from 1351 to 1388. Tughlaqs continued to reign till 1412, the invasion of Delhi by Timur in the year 1398 may be said to mark the end of Tughlaq Empire. So, the invasion of Delhi by Timur is the main reason for the end of Tughlaq Empire. And Tughlaq continued to reign till 1412. And Timur attacked Delhi in the year 1398. Next is Sayyid dynasty. Sayyid dynasty from 1414 to 1451. Kisar Khan founded Sayyid dynasty. The founder of Sayyid dynasty is Kisar Khan and his time period is from 1414 to 1421. Kisar Khan claimed to be the descendant of Prophet Muhammad. So, Kisar Khan claimed as he is the descendant of Prophet Muhammad. The empire came to an end in 1451. So, Sayyid dynasty collapsed in the year 1451. After the collapse of Sayyid dynasty, the Lodi dynasty came in the throne, and Lodi dynasty from 1451 to 1526. Bahlol Lodi, he was an Afghan. He was the founder of Lodi dynasty. So, the founder of Lodi dynasty was Bahlol Lodi and his time period is from 1451 to 1489. Next is Sikandar Lodi. he is the successor of Bahlol Lodi, and his time period was from 1489 to 1517, and he founded Agra in the year 1504. So the founder of Agra is Sikandar Lodi, and it was in the year 1504. Next is Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi from 1517 to 1526. So the successor of Sikandar Lodi is Ibrahim Lodi, and his time period was from 1517 to 1526, and was defeated in the Battle of Katoli in the year 1517. So Battle of Katoli was in the year 1517 by Rana Sanga of Mewar. So he was defeated by Rana Sanga of Mewar, that is in Mewar is in Rajasthan, and in the Battle of Katoli. Ibrahim Lodi was killed at first Battle of Panipat in 1526 by Babur's army, and it came to the end of Lodi dynasty because Ibrahim Lodi was killed in the first Battle of Panipat in the year 1526 by Babur's army. Thus came to the final collapse of Delhi Sultanate. So after the defeat of Ibrahim Lodi in the Battle of Panipat, in the first Battle of Panipat in the year 1526, that leads to the collapse of Delhi Sultanate and paved the establishment of Mughal Empire in India. We know the founder of Mughal Empire is Babur, and Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first Battle of Panipat in the year 1526. So that's all about Delhi Sultanate. If you like the video, like, subscribe and share to your friends. Thank you.